Hey, good day, folks. Today we're going to look at how do you test the connectivity between a worker node back up to your Cribl Leader, as well as say to a worker group for testing something like an HTTP source or just any source, and wanting to make sure that the port, connectivity is open. So we'll look at two options. One of them is using the Netcat function, the other one Telnet. So two pretty simple ones. I prefer Netcat since it's a little more acceptable on most networks. Telnet often has some security risks and often isn't allowed in many environments. So the first part here for my Cribl.Cloud, I've gone up to my workspace and access section. So for testing my leader communication, in here in my Linux system, this is where I have an edge node installed. So this would be an edge worker or a stream worker, kind of on-prem testing back to my cloud connectivity. So for checking the leader one, I want to use this Cribl.Cloud URL value. And I like to use, what are my things? ZV, right? ZV, and then the host, and then your port. So for this one, port 4200 is what we're looking for. And here we see that it was connected to that one. So things worked. Just to show you maybe a failure situation, if I was to do 4201, we can see here that it's not getting that same connected status as we're expecting. So if it kind of sits here and hangs and eventually tells you that, say, it failed, then you know you have a problem. But when the port and everything is correct, right, in this case, our connectivity to our leader, connected, looking good. That same one with Telnet, while we have that in kind of our buffer, would just be Telnet. Oh, I guess I've copied that. Same thing, our host name and then our port. And here again, it resolved the host name to an IP and connected it, pretty much instantly. Control-C will bail on us. Again, if you want to change that port and see what happens on a more of a failure situation, it's just going to sit here and try for a while, and then we'll do that same kind of failed to connect message. So that would be kind of checking our leader communication. It's exactly the same thing for testing for a worker kind of endpoint, except you probably have to change the address so it's not going to the leader, but rather to your worker node in the default group. So in this case here, I'm going to my cloud default group. And for my HTTP source, it has port 10,080. So same thing. Just paste that one in and 1080 or 180. And again, it's able to connect with no issues. And if we do that same telnet, we're going to get that same connected to no problems here. So two pretty simple ways, using the telnet command or the netcat command to verify connectivity between a given host and a different host with a given port. So it doesn't necessarily have to be just Cribl to Cribl. This is general network connectivity that would work for any of this kind of port checking situations. Hope that was useful. If there's any questions, please let me know.